We've got a home opener today, and this one's extra intriguing, of course, because we're going against the Chicago Bulls, who had the number 1 overall pick and selected J.R. Holloway over Andre Stevens. And with the signing of Franz Wagner, Holloway is not their starter, but he should still be getting plenty of minutes. So let's go ahead and hop in. Going to be using our alts today and having the Bulls do the same for this game. Instantly feeding Andre Stevens, and he gets the scoring going quite quickly here. With the basket from the post, A.C. Stevens getting this steal. Fisher trying to find Moses Moody. It ends up getting deflected, and Sidney Lowry scores off the deflection. Wagner. A little bit of a weird pick and roll there, but it works for the Bulls. They get on the board. Moody, open shot from 3, and he drains it. Quick 3-for-3 start for Nashville as Vucevic gets the wide open shot, top of the key. Fisher to the corner, Andre Stevens. Quick 5 for him as we lead 10-4 early. Levine off the dribble. That is something that he is very much capable of, showing off some of his shot-making skills as Lowry, the roll man there on the pick and roll with the basket. Levine again. This time, Moses Moody did a nice job fighting over the screen. Lowry gonna shoot in the mid-range, and he's gonna hit it. Wagner into the paint. That one was just not defended well. I think either of those guys could have had a wide open layup. Fisher pick and pop with Stevens. They left him open and make that 8 early points for Andre Stevens. His hottest start we've seen so far. Wagner gets that 3 to fall for him. Lowry trying to respond right back, but just cannot quite find the bottom of the barrel on that one. And Vliet to Jared Vanderbilt. Surprised he missed a 3 there. He seems like he always is hitting these open 3s in these games. Lowry, the cutter. A.C. Stevens hits him in stride. Almost stolen there by Van Vliet, but we get the basket, and Levine on the other end. Gonna draw the and one, going up against Moses Moody. Stevens on the inside, draws a foul himself. 2 shots for him. He, as he usually did, would split the pair. DeSuma with space. Hits the tray on top of the key. Lowry driving in on Wagner. Hitting that ISO attempt. Levine with a little bit of ISO himself, and the acrobatic finish. Been a close game so far, and Wilson Fisher was like a full 2 seconds behind on that alley-oop attempt. I think we had it open if Fisher would have just thrown it in time. But the Bulls take the lead here, 23-22. Lowry spinning and finding A.C. Stevens. Baseline jumper falls for him. Vucevic, top of the key to Vanderbilt, and we fouled him. Andre, we can't be fouling there, my guy. A little bit of a rookie mistake there. He is just in his 4th ever NBA game as A.C. Stevens cleaning up the offensive glass here, giving us back the lead. Wagner, clean look, but he missed it. From the post, we find Moody for a good shot. He can't hit that one. Vanderbilt from the elbow. Kicks it to Levine. All the space in the world to hit the 3, and he does just that. Terrible pass by Davidson. Coming in with the second unit here. Wagner the other way. Trying to shoot over the top of Davidson, and he does just that. Bulls now lead by 4. Zaire. Pick and roll with Stevens. He just pulls up from the mid-range. He's been feeling his jumper so far in this first quarter, now under 2 minutes in it. And some nice defense there by Christian Davidson forces the miss. Around the horn, eventually gets to the Davidson corner 3. Rattles out. Dribble handoff. Wagner. Well defended by Zaire Williams, getting a hand in his face. Trying to go inside, another turnover by Christian Davidson. And you'll notice that Davidson's playing the backup point and Zaire Williams is in. I've decided to send Sam Hudson down to the G League. Just feel like with that, 1 for 7 shooting nights, as Williamson misses the wide open corner 3. On opening night, combined with the fact that he shot 30% in Summer League, I think this might need to be a developmental year for Sam Hudson in the G League, and the Bulls are going to end the quarter here 35-28. Our starters did an excellent job of scoring the ball. Once our second unit came in, we did slow a bit, and that allowed the Bulls to kind of take that lead late in the quarter. Nice defense by Shannon Stewart, going to force the miss to start the second. Johnson with it, whips it to the corner, and Lowry hits it over J.R. Holloway, who we're seeing with his first action now. LeVert had some good moments with him in our Las Vegas Outlaws franchise. Hits that shot. Pick and roll, and then Jalen Johnson just pulls up. Missed the shot. 0 for 2 start for him. Van Vliet forced to put up a tough shot, and Christian Davidson right there with the defense to force the miss. Lowry left alone, top of the key, and he hits the shots. Excellent start to the game for Sidney Lowry. Vucevic gets the score in the post. Davidson, wish he would have taken the extra half second there to square up, and he's going to miss that 3. Vucevic in the post again, and again he scores over Shannon Stewart. Johnson finds the cutting Sidney Lowry, and he gets the layup to go. Draws the foul on top of it. Ayo DeSumo picking up that one. Nice feed in stride by Jalen Johnson. LeVert, pick and roll. Dishes inside to Vucevic, and it's another shot inside. The Bulls very heavy on this pick and roll here. Needs to be something that we can defend better throughout this game, as Johnson misses another shot. Wagner whips it to DeSumo, who has to take the 3, and he can't hit it. Moody, another look from 3, and it's just been an uncharacteristically bad shooting night for him so far. On the other end, DeSumo misses the shot. Nice transition defense by the Sound. Lowry off the double screen, dishes it inside to Shannon Stewart for the dunk. Wagner, more pick and roll for the Bulls, and another clean shot off of it. Not doing a good job of defending the pick and roll, and the Bulls are going to it often. Lowry there in a pick and roll of ourself, gets himself a pair of free throws. Wagner, this time from the corner, defended by Wilson. That's just a little bit too much of a height mismatch to truly bother that shot. And another shot from Wagner, and another hit from deep, and the Bulls lead by a dozen. Need something here from Lowry. Tries to go off glass. He missed it. Bulls going again to Wagner. He has been excellent in this game. That time, though, AC Stevens with some beautiful defense. Baldwin inside to Lowry, and another miss. Excellent start for him, but he's starting to go cold. Levine, what a step back there, and he hits the shot. Created a ton of space with that one. And with the Bulls leading by 15, we take the timeout. Lowry, clean look. He's just not on his game right now. And Vliet, that one goes in. Tough shot. He hit it, though. Lowry to Stevens, wide open, and he has been on the money with his jumpers in this first half. Tough shot for Van Vliet again. This time he missed it. And Lowry, just when you're on a bit of a cold streak, that's not the shot I want you looking for. Of course, we want our stars to get as much shots up as they can, but I don't know. When you're missing a few in a row, I don't know if that's the one you want to be taking, as we see Stevens going up against J.R. Holloway. and drawing the foul. Gonna earn himself a pair of free throws. And we're nearing halftime here, and we have yet to see Holloway so much as take a shot here. It's been Wagner, and it's been Levine, and it's been Vucevic. It's just a tough team, I guess, to get some shots on when all those guys are playing well. But he's going to probably be out for the rest of the first half. I think it's safe to say that Stevens has had the better half than Holloway here, but he did miss that free throw. Levine in the corner rattles out. Had space enough for sure that time. Spinning is Davidson. Acrobatic layup drops for him. Nice shot. The rookie. Zaire Williams went for the steal. Ended up getting blown by AC Stevens with the excellent help defense. Andre Stevens, top of the key, whips it to Davidson, who hits the tough corner three. Couple of nice possessions for him here in the late first half. Vanderbilt forced to take the three, but Andre Stevens with the excellent defense forces the miss. This time Stevens going to town on Vanderbilt, and with a much better result as he will draw the and one opportunity. Vanderbilt, a very talented defender, but that's a pretty big size mismatch in favor of Andre Stevens as the alley-oop goes down. Wagner scores another two. He's been unstoppable today. Zaire forced to take the tough shots. Not a great last possession here of the first half. As now the Bulls have a chance to extend their 11-point lead here before the break. Double team comes on Vucevic, and the corner three is off. So it will be 62-51 in favor of the Bulls as we head to the break. Just have not gotten enough stops against this Bulls offense. And we're not going to get one here to start the third quarter. Pick and roll, Wagner scores. Moody trying to get it to Andre Stevens. Almost got stolen, and it ultimately ends up to another baseline jumper that falls for AC Stevens. Hasn't gotten a ton of volume today, but he's been good on his shots. And Moses Moody, nice steal, slams it home in transition as well. Back down to single digits. Vucevic gets it inside to Wagner. Lowry just could not quite get there. Lowry now trying to find Stevens on the pick and roll, but it's picked off. And Vliet, what was that shot, dude? Come on, 2K. Lowry can't hit the jumper. He remains cold here to start the third. Need him to start scoring if we're going to come back in this game. Levine, his shot off the dribble is off the mark, but he gets another one here, top of the key, a cleaner look, and he drills it up to a 17-point Chicago Bulls lead. Lowry pulls up, and another miss for him. Man, he started 7 for 8 in this game. I think he's 1 for his last 6 now, 1 for his last 5. Andre Stevens does a nice job finding Lowry on the inside. Now, Wagner, top of the key, pulls up and misses the mark on that one. Going the other way, Lowry slams it in over. Wagner, what a shot. Just right on top of his head. Absolutely great poster. Hopefully that can get him going here. Vanderbilt, this time he hits the corner three. That's more what I expect from him. This guy just does not miss threes in this game. Nice feed by Stevens on the inside. Moody finishes the play. 14-point deficit. Nice tip by Moody. It's going to lead to the wide open layup by Wilson Fisher on the other end. Bulls lead by a dozen. Levine. That is a tough thing to guard, and he hits the step back jumper. Had a couple of really nice step back jumpers today. Stevens left wide open in the corner, and he hit the shot again. This guy has been money all game long, and this time Van Vliet just trying to bulldoze himself over a Fisher. Fisher draws the charge. Johnson to Davidson, who can't hit the three. That one would have put it 2 single digits here. And then we bring the double. Do not double with the guy that's guarding the guy under the basket. How is 2K so bad with this logic, man? Huge three from Davidson. Brings it back down to 10. Double comes again, this time leaving a wide open corner three, but at least when you're leaving the guy open on the perimeter, it requires a made jump shot, you know? That requires some skill, whereas like a layup, some guy off the street's going to come in and hit that, man. You leave a guy open under the basket, they're going to make that approximately 100% of the time. I know I complain about double teaming pretty much every episode, but it's a problem pretty much every episode. Nice transition basket there from Shannon Stewart. It's down to 7. Wagner gets the layup and the foul, though. Starting to get a little bit of momentum, but the Bulls are coming back. That one's stolen on the DHO to Zaire Williams. The Bulls in transition. Wide open. Wagner from the corner is good. And it's just like that. It's back to 13 after 6 straight Wagner points. Davidson finds Jalen Johnson, and he has just been awful today. My goodness. Nice steal from Patrick Baldwin. Going the other way. Wagner with some good defense. Ends it off to Davidson, and we're going back to Baldwin here. That's the shot you're taking off the steal. Oh, goodness. That's horrible, man. Wagner, pick and roll. Has space from deep, but he missed it. Thank goodness. Under 2 minutes left in the quarter. Zaire Williams off again, and it just feels like all the role players in this game are just having bad games. It's just... we gotta have some good role player performances here. As Baldwin hits that shot from the post. Levine isolating against Williams. Great defense. And it just doesn't matter, man. What? Okay. I wish the game would reward. Good defense, just a little bit better than that. Davidson, wide open. He hits the three again. He's had a couple of massive threes here in this quarter. Wagner, no good there. And it's going to be a 10-point Bulls lead. So I guess we won that quarter by a point. But we're going to have to be better in the fourth. We want to come back and win this game. Got to get more stops. Stevens starts the fourth with the ball, defended by J.R. Holloway again. This time with the help of Lyles. Holloway gets the stop. Bulls feeding Lyles on the other end, going against Baldwin. A bit of a mismatch there. I'll always remember Lyles as the guy that got Donovan Mitchell to the Jazz, and for that I'll be forever grateful. Wagner missed that shot. Moody, just a terrible pass to Wilson Fisher. The Bulls are going to score in transition. And a minute and a half into this, it's now a 14-point Bulls lead to come back from. Nice feed by Andre Stevens there. Feels like he's been making a lot of those great reads top of the key in this game, finding cutters. Kind of like you'd see from a Draymond or a Bam, where the big guy's just making the right reads top of the key, and I've really liked what I've seen from him today as Moody's tough shooting night continues. Asumu forced to take the deep three, missed it. Stevens against Holloway once again. Going in, spinning, pumping, spinning again, and scoring. Nice rep from him. Sumo to Wagner, and he missed again. This time, Sidney Larry with some great defense. Feeds it to Stevens here. Oh my, what a step back. Created the space, and that was smooth. Wagner from the baseline hits the shot. Lowry with it. Steps back. Decent look for him, but Stevens cleans up the offensive rebound. It's down to 8. Needs some more stops here. Lowry defending Wagner. Does good enough there to force the miss. Beating him in transition, and he goes for the layup. I mean, he'll posterize a dude, but when the lane's wide open, he just decides that is layup time. You know, I respect it. Keep the legs fresh. Van Vliet had an open look, and he missed that. Lucky there. Down by 6. Need a score here. Moody can't hit the shot for the squad. Sumu off the dribble. Hits the mid-ranger. Back to 8. Got to get the ball back to Andre Stevens here. We find him, and I think that's his first missed jump shot of this game. Still like the possession there. Stevens, nice awareness. Recognizing the shot clock was low. Coming to play defense on the jumper there. And Andre Stevens, and one on the inside. This guy has been excellent all night long. He's missed, what, like 1 shot, 2 shots all night? Taking a lot of jumpers, scoring on the inside, off the dribble, off the catch. He's been incredible. Wagner has space from 3 and missed again. Beating Andre Stevens. This time the double comes. Leaves Lowry some space, and he hits the shot, and it's down to 3. It's a 1-possession ball game. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. Sidney Lowry, perfect defense. Doesn't matter as Wagner hits the shot. Stevens on the cut. Finds the other Stevens. And the Stevens brothers combine. Back to a 3-point game. And Fisher pickpockets Van Vliet. Lowry decides not to take the 3 or go to the basket. What is he doing? Andre Stevens bails Sidney Lowry out of a terrible decision. It's down to 1. 3 minutes left. Wagner has space. Hits the shot again. Wilson Fisher, just get it into the hands of Andre Stevens. Here we go. Top of the key. Going inside. Passes out. Stevens needs to put it up. And he hit it again. Andre Stevens. What a performance from him. Still a 1-point ball game. The miss. Got a chance here to take the lead. Lowry hits the shot, and he got fouled by Jared Vanderbilt on the drive. And Nashville has come back down 14 in this quarter. Largest deficit was 17 in this game. And now we have the lead. And of course, Lowry missed the free throw. Under 2 minutes in this game, leading by 1. But he gets the ball right back for the squad. Off the steal. Gets the pick here. Feeds Andre Stevens. Turns around. Wild shot. Not his best. But again, one of the very few misses he's had all night. Van Vliet gets the pick. Has some space. He hits the shot. What a big shot for Chicago. Back down by 2. Fisher gets the screen from Stevens. Should have passed it to him. He eventually does. Stevens scores the basket. This man has been on a mission all night long. 103 to 103. 34 points for Andre Stevens. By far a career high. He has shown up to play against Chicago here today. Going inside. Wagner. He's blocked by Stevens. What a play by the rookie. Saving the Chicago basket. Lowry with it on the wing. Feeds it inside to Andre Stevens. Spinning, shooting. And he hit it again. Oh my goodness. Andre Stevens is a man possessed. And he gives the Sound the lead. 35 seconds left in this ball game. What a performance. Wow. You think he wanted to go number 1 overall to the Bulls? Think he holds a little bit of a grudge? What a sequence. The block into the shots. Need a stop. Wagner. Defended by Lowry, the best defender we've got on this team. He shut him down. LaVine to Vanderbilt. And he hit the shot. Of course he did, man. What's up with Vanderbilt and just being a sniper in 2K for some reason that I do not know. And the Bulls lead again. AC Stevens to inbound, gets it to Fisher. Gets a screen from Christian Davidson, and we feed Andre Stevens. He's got it, free throw line. Well defended, kicks to Lowry, and he hit the shot, baseline. And with 9.2 to go, the Sound retake the lead. Wow. Wow, 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 what a game here. The first home game of the season for the Sound, and our 2 top 5 picks have absolutely come to play down the stretch. We need one more stop. Can we get it? Inbound to Wagner again, defended by Lowry. Dribbling. Lowry shuts him down. Davidson defending. LaVine takes the shot and he missed it. And the Sound will walk away with the 1-point victory. What a comeback by the squad. Led by Sidney Lowry, and even more so today by Andre Stevens. When I drafted him, I said that we were getting somebody that wouldn't be, a star down the road, but he was absolutely a star today, proving me wrong. Wow. Rightfully earns player of the game. It wasn't just his scoring, as I mentioned, his playmaking was also impressive from the top of the key, finding cutters. That massive block that he had that we're going to see right here, that was just the best defensive play of the game. He was impacting every aspect of this game. 36, 7-7 on 18 shots. Our 2 stars combined for 70 points, 12 rebounds, and 13 assists. Only had 1 turnover between them. Took it 42 shots to get those 70 points. After them, only 1 more player in double digits. Christian Davidson hit some massive threes. AC Stevens almost got the double-double. Didn't quite get there in points. Only had 4 shots. And then here at the bottom, you're going to see a lot of bad shooting performances. I think it was an uncharacteristic bad day for Moody. But when your stars play like they did, you can afford some of these lower point games. One thing I forgot to do when looking at the box scores after the game was compare Stevens to Holloway. Of course, the one player picked above him only played 7 minutes, which was pretty gnarly. I think these kind of rotations that are set by the new coaching engine that's in this game sometimes are a little bit goofy, but he should be playing more than 7 minutes in other games. I think if you look here, he's averaging 18, and this early in the season, so that 7's going to drag it down. So he's been probably averaging 20 plus, just didn't play a lot in this game. But obviously the winner of the matchup was Stevens, who had just an insanely good game in his 4th game ever, maybe proving that he was the best player in the class and not Holloway, even though I myself would have picked Holloway. But so far, I'm feeling pretty good about coming out of that draft with Stevens. As you can see, after winning 3 out of 4, we would start to pile up the losses a bit, but there are some box scores to go over here. We'll say that these first 2 wins here I did watch off camera. We have a game against the Bucks, who of course have Monty McDaniel, somebody I really liked in his class, and he was pretty good in that game. But we were led by Sidney Lowry, who's had 37 points on 26 shots. Stevens was very good in that game as well, just didn't take nearly as many shots. He had 10 points in the first and just kind of stopped shooting after that. Here against the Clippers, another guy that I liked coming out of the draft, Irvin Edwards, is their starting shooting guard, and he led them in scoring. It was kind of an all-around effort, but of course, love having the Clippers a loss, as we have their pick this season, and able to hand them the L was pretty dang good. And Stevens was also good in this game, so he kind of had a 2-game really awesome stretch, 21-9 and 1 with 3 steals and 2 blocks on 11 shots. Lowry had the double-double with 29 and 10, and of course AC Stevens, the second half of this Stevens front court, had a double-double himself. In terms of other wins, we'd pick up a 10-point win against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Andre Stevens would lead us here with 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. Stevens would also, AC Stevens, excuse me, I can't just say Stevens on this team, would get 21 points on 12 shots. Lowry with 16, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists on 11 shots. We would shoot 50% from the field that game as a team. And then, of course, we've got our final win of this episode was against the Wizards. Really good game from Lowry, 36, 9, and 4 on 22 shots. Moody with 17. Andre Stevens with 17 on just 8 shots. And Stevens with 14 and 9 on 11 shots as well. And so one thing I want to do, just we're a month into the season, let's take a look at the stats and how everybody's doing through this first month. Sidney Lowry leading the team with 23.2 points per game. Just comparing that to his rookie year, he's up 5 points a game, a rebound and a half, about a half of assists. His steals and blocks are exactly the same, 5% higher field goal percentage. Threes are remarkably similar. He's a better free throw shooter, and minutes per game are also right there. So just more efficient, leading to more points. And he's also doing a better job on the boards. Stevens, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a block, shooting 53%, which is really nice. He's shooting better from 3 than Sidney Lowry, which is something. He's only taking half as many, but that's still nice to see. AC Stevens, 14 and 9. Compare that to his rookie year. And despite the fact that he's got a little bit of a lower role, he's still increased his scoring and his rebounding. His assists are down, but both his steals and his blocks are up. His field goal percentage is up quite a bit. Free throw percentage and minutes are pretty much the same. So he's been better to start the year. Moses Moody, 11 points, which is his best output of his career by a decent bit so far. 2.5 rebounds, 1 point and assists, another career high. Shooting 52% and 41% from 3. So he wasn't great in the episode today, but he has been great in simulation and kind of in the other games that we've been playing too. By far the most minutes per game he's been getting either. I think he's taking to starting quite well to start this year. I want to take a look at Davidson. He's been a little bit cold here, you could say, and that's something that I expected. 6 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, shooting just 32% and 23% from deep. He's gonna have a rough year. That's just the reality of the situation. He's a 70 overall player, getting 20 minutes a game. There's not a lot of 70 overall players getting minutes. Zaire, prior to the injury, was awful, shooting just 23% for us. Hudson, he is down 4 overall. He does not like being in the G League, but that's just where he's going to be. I want to take a look at his G League stats, though. I wonder if the G League's even started. Jalen Johnson has been terrible, so maybe there's a trade to be had for one of these guys, and that could bring Sam Hudson back up from the G League. I wanted to give him some time, but we can also look at G League stats. I don't know if we know where he's playing, though. So I guess we just have to look for him if he's even playing, because we're a expansion team. We don't have, a team assigned to us. Maybe instead of taking your time with it now, I'll look it up, and maybe if he is playing games in the G League, I'll try to show you for next episode. But there you have it. Last season we won 8 games all year. This season we've won 5 of our first 13. Still obviously a losing record, but much improved. And Andre Stevens is just outperforming what I thought he could be by a long shot. He's been awesome. That's all we've got for this episode. I'll be back soon with another, and I'll see you then.